Hello and good morning, everyone. We have a new Harvest Moon game to play. They have not made a good Harvest Moon game in basically forever, so we're gonna give this a try and see if it's any good. Sorry, just checking my audio. So yeah, we haven't played a Harvest Moon game in a long time. They haven't been good. The last good Harvest Moon, like the last honest to goodness good Harvest Moon, I think was all the way back on like Harvest Moon Game Boy 3. Like, it's been a long time since we've gotten a good Harvest Moon. So let's see what they got. Now, of course, if you're not aware, there was a whole split and Harvest Moon became like Story of Seasons, and the original Harvest Moon team is gone, so they're a little creatively bankrupt, maybe is the right way to put it. So that is why that happened. But ever since we've gotten Stardew Valley, we've seen what a good Harvest Moon could be, and we no longer need Harvest Moon in general, right? So we'll see what they've got. We'll give it a fair shake. I believe this was originally a 3DS game, which makes me even less hopeful because the 3DS was good, but there was also a lot of garbage on there. Jonathan's here. Good morning, Jonathan. It is a good morning. We are trying out a new Harvest Moon game. New-ish, like I said. I think this is a 3DS remake, so I'm pretty sure this has been out for a while. But you know, we're gonna try. We're gonna try. There's at least some character customization. That's not super common in these types of games from the past. Obviously, again, Stardew Valley changed it all, but here we are. Okay, standard body type A. Wow, that's not much of a difference between body type A and body type B. Okay, we can do a flower hat, a blue hat, or none. Not great customization, but you know, it's there at least. There we go. That's me. My grandparents for a big family gathering until Monday. Excellent. Are you playing me on the TV right now? Are your grandparents gonna get hooked on waffles? I am family friendly, you know, so you can get the grandparents in on the stream on the ground floor. We'll name the farm. Be Waffletopia, because I am very, very creative. Alright, we filled out all the things. Let's see what we got. Impress me, Harvest Moon. Show me that it's worth buying Harvest Moon games still, because the last few games have not impressed. Also, now that we have 10 people in here, are you all ready for my surprise of the day? I got a super secret surprise that I was gonna wait until Dex was here, but now that you're all here, check this out. Check this out. Super secret surprise. 1 second. I had to grab it. Okay. This is a long Furby. I've got a long Furby that I can wear as a feather boa. And he's going to be a part of my Furby costume. So this is the long Furby. It dances, it sings, you can cuddle it up just like a baby. This is Long Furby. So My favorite. You can throw him up over the shoulder, have him here like a good pet to pet. Like, yes, Mr. Bigglesworth, good, very good. Let us talk of world domination, and pet my cat as I plot great evil. So yes, this is Long Furby. Attend the royal dinners with that. Speaking of royal dinners, we just did the No Kings protest. We were wandering around that and taking some photos. That was fairly large. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. James Bond vibes, you know, sitting in the chair with your long Furby, petting it ever so evilly. $1 million. Jennifer, I have no idea what you are saying. But thank you. I think maybe I see Lady Gaga. I don't know if that's helpful or not. All right, so Felix is telling us all about Zephyr Town and its refreshing breeze. Wow, the town that's full of wind is called Zephyr Town. That is incredible writing right there. We hold a bazaar once a week. Everyone comes from far and wide to see it. Okay. Let's see what this bazaar is like. If it's like the farmer's market around me, it's going to be full of 3D printed garbage, stolen art, and AI stuff. So I'm prepared to not be impressed by the farmer's market. So anything we harvest can be sold at the bazaar. Okay, so that's our main goal, is to sell things. Though the question is, like, I haven't seen anything yet, but like, are we still trying to save the city? Like, isn't it the Harvest Moon is always about, like, you've got to save the town, right? You've got to do everything you can to save everything. So did they drop that for this one? Like, there's no end goal for this even? Is it not even save the town? It's literally just play the game? Like, I guess it has to evolve, right? They can't do the same story every single time, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like Harvest Moon without the threat of the entire valley being shut down, you know?
What I'd like to say, but we actually have some time yet before it opens. I have my own.
Yeah, it's not Harvest Moon without the threat of the valley shutting down and without some harvest sprites popping up. And now we just get to walk around and explore the town. Okay.
We will meet again later.
So far, it at least looks like the best looking Harvest Moon I've seen. You know, I like the art style. It's stylistic, so it's not shooting for realism, but it's not bad or unbearable to look at, and it's not like that Nintendo soft. So far, I don't hate the art style. The writing could use some help, but no one plays Harvest Moon for the story. Let's be honest, right? No one's out here playing Harvest Moon for the story. I'm guessing that's a Bachelor candidate right there. He looks like an anime character, and that's probably your main Bachelorette. I want you to know, by putting the long Furby around my neck, we lost 10 viewers. So apparently Furby is not well liked. Okay, long pointless cutscene. Stop and smell the flowers. We see the wind, the legendary wind that calls it the Zephyr Village. Oh, that's supposed to be a bird? That was a really fat bird. Holy cow. Okay. I'm not sure that food was actually appetizing looking, but okay. More bachelorette candidates, I'm assuming. And let me guess, that's the greedy merchant type right there, you know, walking by and he has to be examining the gemstones for money, so clearly all he cares about is money. Is that our farm? Oh, there's the harvest sprite. Okay, so we still have harvest sprites. Some dude parasailing and getting shot out of the air with fireworks. Speaking of parasailing, I've been seeing more and more those machines that people are making where you sit in like a lawn chair and you've got a giant diesel engine strapped to you with giant fans and a parachute, and you use that to fly through the air. And that seems like such a massively unsafe thing to do, but it does look fun. I gotta admit, it does look like a lot of fun. Furby's a little uncomfortable around my neck. I think we're gonna move the Furby. There you go. There's long Furby for you all, though.
Rest assured, arrangements for your new stall have been taken care of.
Okay.
Let's take a look, shall we?
We have unlocked the bazaar. Let's take a look. Okay. We have
Oh, you can hardly run a stall if you've nothing to sell.
That is true. We have nothing to sell, so give us something to sell.
Selling these items at today's. The proceeds should help you get started.
Okay.
Now then, I believe introduction. Listen up, everybody.
Very intense mayor.
Joining our town starting today.
I like that guy with the red hat over there. He's kind of a adorable little dude. Very, very small village here. If that's everyone, that might be the smallest town. 6 people plus the mayor. I'm trying to think, because like Stardew Valley, which is the gold standard that everyone's going to compare these games against, right? So Stardew Valley has what, 27 people in the town?
No need to be nervous, as
So that's not great if we're dealing with only 7 people. Alright, so what did he give us to sell? We've got 5 turnips, or 6 turnips. Some tomato salad. Some wool. I don't know what the 0.5 on top is. That the quality? Is it like a 0.5, like a bad quality item?
splendid.
Alright, let's open our shop.
Open for business.
Okay, you can open your stock list and display different items. Okay. Wow, this controls horribly. And we'll put down some milk. Alright. Everyone come and buy. Oh, that's super annoying. You have to ring your bell to attract people's attention when they are close to you. Really? Really, you couldn't just make it people come up here. You've got to press an extra button. That's horrible, but okay. And then you have to interact with them to sell it too. I don't know about this game design, to be honest. I think they could have automated this a lot. I understand they're trying to like get rid of that whole like, oh, you just throw it in the bin and you ship it, that sort of thing, but I don't know about this. This seems like a way over complicated, like it's an over engineered way to try and get people to interact with the game. Maybe I'm judging it too harshly. You know, we've only been doing this for a few minutes, but it does seem way too overcomplicated and way too much for too little of a payoff. Because this is supposed to be like the core gameplay mechanic right here, right? This is supposed to be what you're doing the entire game, right? You're supposed to save up to come to the bazaar and just stand here and do nothing, wait for people to slowly waddle by. I don't know.
Just wonderful.
What was wrong with having the shipping bin and you just throw everything into the shipping bin and it sells? Did we need a whole mini game just to be able to sell our produce and stuff? I don't think so. But maybe there's layers to it. Maybe as we level up a little bit more and do a little bit, maybe we'll get like a bigger stall. It'll be a little more chaotic. Maybe there'll be some upgrades. You know, maybe I'm being too harsh. I have been known to be too harsh, so I guess let's give it a fair shake. All right, we need one more customer. Someone come buy the last of my wool so I can be done with this. Also, again, not to be a complainer, but like the ringing the bell makes no sense. If that lady needed 2 wool and she was walking by and saw that I had 2 wool standing there, why did ringing the bell make a difference, you know? If she came to the farmer's market looking for wool, why didn't she just walk up and buy the wool?
My word! Magnificent!
And now somehow it is nighttime. Okay.
Tell me your thoughts about your first bazaar. Splendid! I'm sure you'll soon be the talk of the bazaar. Though, as I'm sure
I do like Felix. Felix right now is my favorite Harvest Moon character. He's got some dapper design. He's got that fun energy. I like Felix.
my regret. But that's all in the past now. Your performance today has given me no doubt. One day,
I also like his beard.
famous bazaar in the world. Yes. But for that to happen, so let us
Okay, so it looks like we're not saving the valley. We're going to help his dream of getting the grandest bazaar of all time. So, not quite as high stakes, but you know, we still have a goal to work towards at least.
allow now. But first, it's a map of this.
Aw, thank you for giving me a map of what I assume is like 6 buildings.
Get turned around. All your bag can not only hold you, get quite a lot.
Okay. Now, let us go home. Let us see. I am predicting the farm is going to be old and run down, and it's going to have some rusty tools, and it's going to be overgrown with garbage, and he's going to say, it's not much, but with a lot of hard work, you too can make this good. Silly, good morning. Hello, how's it going? Okay, this is actually like the nicest house we've ever started with in a Harvest Moon game. Look at that. We got a fireplace, we have a dining set, we have... It's not horribly run down.
Farming's hard work, so there's a good
You're doing good? Good to hear.
to sleep when you get tired.
It is a mid home. It is a mid home, but it's better than like in Stardew Valley. You start with what, like a 3x3 space with a bed and a lamp, and that's it. So it's a little bit better than that. All right, so don't stay up too late. Pretty standard. Once the clock strikes 5 a.m., you'll pass out, end the day. You'll also wake up later for the next day. Pretty standard stuff.
If you find you can't fit anything more in your bag,
Okay, we've got a built-in storage place. Okay. Very nice.
feeling a bit overwhelmed, you must be exhausted. When you wake, I'll teach
And we'll learn farming tomorrow.
that.
Your background kind of looks like honeycombs. That is the intent. The background is supposed to be bee themed, you know, bee with some waffle colors. So it's all about bees and waffles here. So that is what I want the place to look. And there's a little swarm. Yeah, it's a little swarm of bees that passes by in my background. We love bees here. So that is what it is. Those are bees, and every now and then behind me over here, you'll see a little guy come out and make some waffles as well. So I absolutely love bees, love some waffles. Oh, I got backwards. It's over this side. Cameras are reversed. So yeah, I like this background. Love bees and moths. I love some moths too. There's some really cool moths out there, like the really fluffy princess fairy moths, and then there's the moths that have like the skulls on their back that are really cool.
Good morning, Father.
Though I will say, I know that moths are gentle. I know that moths can't hurt you, but when they land on you, like the big moths that have like the hairy legs, like it is such a scary experience because like they have such like strong flutters, and I'm not gonna lie, it is a little terrifying when a giant moth lands on you because they flutter so fast and their wings are so strong, and it is a terrifying experience. Spiders, I'm a little more iffy on. Like
Experience to draw from.
I like spiders. I don't like having to look at spiders.
You don't need instructions.
Look at that. We can skip the boring intro.
Martin, just so
That is an A+ right there.
cover up.
Thank you so much, Harvest Moon, for letting us skip
Seeds can be
the intro that everyone knows how to do.
That's all.
That right there brings us miles above any other Harvest Moon game that I have played. The fact that we don't have to listen to the whole you need to hit it with a hoe and then you need to do all the other things. So okay, pretty standard stuff here. Water your crops. Can't grow things out of season. Harvest, yep. Fertilizer, product quality, yep. All pretty bog standard stuff here.
Yes.
We got a hoe, we got a watering can. Get to know your neighbors. Okay. And we got a letter, probably with seeds, right? Probably our first seeds. You get titles the day after you earn one. You'll get a letter and a nice gift. Okay. I'm gonna go now. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for hanging out and chatting. We'll see you next time. All right. Actually, there's a few more residents than I thought. Let's see here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay. And it looks like quite a few of those are potential gift candidates, which might mean marriage candidates, because these guys don't have that, so interesting. We have no current requests. We got, yep, there's our seeds. We knew we'd get mail with seeds. And we are trending for herbs, yellow crops, pickled foods, and medium-large spring fish. Alright, we're going to need to go fishing. Our bazaar rating is garbage. No festival wins. Okay, there's a decent amount going on here.
Hey.
Okay. Grab that. It's not letting me hoe anything, and I'm wondering... it's just because I'm in the wrong place. Okay, I thought maybe I could grow it right there at the weeds, but no, we have to go to the designated spot. So we can till the land, but he also said that if you jump and till, it does more? Okay. So you can get 3 by 3 by jumping and tilling. Is there a hold? There's not a hold yet. I'm guessing that'll be for upgrading. So it's nice that you get a nice little upgraded way to do this at the start as well. It's a little weird that it's associated with jumping, but okay. We'll super till. Can we super sow seeds? We can. I guess it's a little bit more in your face than doing the other games where you have to hold down the button. I don't know if I like it better, but it is nice to have that. It is a nice feature to have in there. And we got some radish seeds, so I guess we'll spread some radishes really quick. And now watering. We can super water as well. I'm pretty sure that is not how you water in real life, but okay. It's taking a decent chunk out of our stamina bar. We're definitely not going to be growing a ton of crops at the start here. If we've only watered, that's the 9 and 9, so 18 crops is about half of our things, so that's not good. There's our watering bin. Okay, now let's check the map. What do we got for the town? So it looks like we got a barn area, we got a windmill area, and in town there's everyone there. There's the bazaar. And then there looks to be some sort of shrine area. Okay. Very condensed amount of people. Looks like they're all kind of crammed all together in town. Okay, there's basics, there's tips. We don't need any tips right now. I wonder, can I jump off of cliffs to move faster? Will it allow me to? Yes, it will. Okay. Alright, I guess let's meet everyone. The mayor is not in town. Who are you? You did not tell. I'm guessing, are these just like nobodies? They don't give me, if they don't have a picture and they don't have a picture and they don't have any custom dialogue for me, are those just nobodies? The town is full of nobodies. Alright, you look important. Who are you?
Hey.
Yeah, okay, so Derek, he works at the cafe. Can share special moments with them. Don't give them anything that they hate. You can greet everyone around you. It won't earn you. Okay. So you can talk to them one-on-one if you want to, or you can just do a mass greeting if you don't have the patience to talk to everyone.
Hello there.
Jules is a private tutor, works in the city. Come chat with him. Okay. I do like the idea of mass greeting everyone if you're in a hurry and don't want to have to talk to everyone. I wish we could just grab that skateboard, move a little bit faster. No one's home there. I see a bunch of children up there, so we'll probably have to go meet the children. I'm guessing those are the non-marriage candidates we can talk to, but we can't woo. This person likes purple. And in classic RPG fashion, we're just going to invade your home and judge you.
Hello?
Eric, okay. Eric, I'm going to go on a limb here and say Eric is a vampire. Just casually wearing a suit, red eyes. He's got the Omni-Man mustache. I think that dude's a vampire. Hello, children. Let's try the mask greeting to everyone here.
Hello.
Laurie. Okay.
Hello.
Sylvia. She's a twin.
That's me.
And Kevin. Kevin, a bug catcher. Alright, we've already met Felix. I think this is the cafe that Jules works at, maybe? Oh, this is just the shop.
Hello there.
Shop upgrades depending on how upgraded our bazaar is. Pretty standard.
Welcome, welcome.
Alright, Miguel, what do you got for sale here? Got turnip seeds, fertilizer, oil, peppercorn. Okay. Let's see. So we took half of our stamina already, so we can do... Let's grab 9 more of these. And that should eat up most of my stamina. Maybe this is the cafe? Yeah, that's got a coffee cup, so this is the cafe.
Hello there, dear. Welcome.
Okay. I'm guessing they sell coffee here? No? Everything but coffee. Some cafe, I guess they got milk. No coffee.
Quite right.
I wonder if I can buy food from here and sell it at the bazaar. I'm guessing they thought of that, and it's not going to be an efficient way to do things.
Hello.
Okay, there's Mina.
Yeah.
Alright, we've met about half the town now. We're making progress. There's those children running by. We missed a couple people at the top. Let's go meet them really quick. I see there's a thing that shows wind speed and direction. I know the whole town is called like Zephyr Village, and wind is a part of it. So I'm curious what that mechanic is going to end up looking like. Like how important is the wind actually going to be?
Why, hello.
Okay, we have Nadine. She I don't like Nadine. Maybe that was a bad first impression, but she seems a little snotty. And she appears to live with Isaac, and they've got 1 bedroom for 4 people. That's pretty rough there. That's some rough peasant living going on. Alright, what do we got over here?
Hey, hun.
It's Clara. Wilbur's my hubby. Okay, you're Kevin's mom. Very nice. Let's see if their bedroom situation is even better. No, it is not. They even have separate beds. I wonder if that's a Nintendo requirement. Even if they're married, they must have separate bedding. You couldn't possibly show them all together sharing a bed. That is taboo. Okay, so we met all the people up there. Now we've just got a few more people down here. Day is about half over, so... Ooh, an artist.
How's it going?
Gabriel. Okay. Gabriel's kind of cool. I like Gabriel. That's an NPC. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they don't even show up on the map. Like, the game even tells you, like, hey, these people don't matter. Don't even bother talking to these people. They don't even show up on the map because they're so unimportant. Like, imagine how devastating that has to be for your self-esteem that if there was a in real life map and people looked at it, it's like, oh, you don't even show up on the map. You don't matter. Alright, so this is June. I thought she was... Is she over here taking pictures? Maybe? Maybe a photographer? Maybe an artist of some sort? Okay. June's your spooky-esque marriage candidate. This must be the hotel for the bazaar. All the people from all around the world who come to see the Grand Bazaar. Alright, Stuart and Sonia.
Yes. How soon?
Alright, Sonia's kind of adorable. Stuart's kind of adorable. Looks like there's one more person to meet somewhere in here. Looks like she's up there. And who are you?
Hello.
Maple. Okay, I think that's everyone. I think we did it. There's no one at the bazaar. Met all the people there. Oh, it looks like the map will show you scenes and requests. That's nice if there's like if there's some sort of video you need to see. It looks like it will populate it there. That is very nice. All right, June, what are you doing over here? Will you tell me what you're doing? No. Okay. All right, we've done all the things we need to do, so we're going to check out one. There's a building over here we haven't looked at, so let's go see what that is, and then let's see if we can wrap around to our house this way, like if there's a little bit of quick traveling or if it truly is like a slow slog over to your house again. It does not look like... Looks like it's closed off. Okay. Well, let's go plant our stuff. Oh, there's a grasshopper. We don't have the appropriate tools to catch that. So it looks like there'll be some bug catching. Looks like there's going to be log chopping. Obviously, there's going to be some sort of mining for ore, probably to upgrade tools. Maybe pick some stuff there. Okay, there's drowning. Good to know. That is a thing. Looks like there's a patch of dirt to dig up there. Looks like there's some precision jumping here if you want to do a shortcut. Okay. Show off those speedrunner skills to save yourself 2 seconds by risking your very life. So far, this isn't too bad. Like I said, Harvest Moon's been kind of disappointing lately, but this isn't terrible. Let's see, we don't have the skills to chop that yet, so we're just going to ignore the log for a little bit. Plant some seeds. I'm curious if it'll let you plant seeds over... No, it won't let you waste seeds, so that is nice of them. It won't let you break it. Alright, we've gotten our stamina perfectly done there. And I saw there was a little area up. I'm guessing this is like the barn area, so this is where we're going to raise animals or something. We got some... You can discover something special depending on the time of day. Okay. Cool, I guess. I don't know why my farm has 2 public benches on it and a flag, but okay. I see all those construction barriers. I'm guessing those sawhorses are there for, like, the town's going to expand when we unlock the next areas and things like that. Something of that nature. All right. Someone came to visit. She got a strawberry pendant. What do you got, Sophie? The mayor's daughter, okay.
Leave everything to me. Oh. I'm sorry.
Okay, she can give us more tools. We'll take a scythe. Or a sickle.
Yes.
Okay, cut down weeds, wilted crops, fully grown grass, wheat, and rice. Hockey boy, welcome back. That is okay. Life is busy. And I know I stream at a weird time, so... So we get 9 radishes if we can cut down 20 weeds. Okay, that's not bad, but also, like, we've got a ton of crops to water, so I don't know that we're going to be chopping down those weeds anytime soon. We can also use them to harvest wild plants. Okay. What you been up to then, Hockey? Apparently the logs disappeared, so daily we're going to get different items in our garden bed here, different obstacles. That seems a little strange, but okay. The logs rotted away overnight. Sure, why not? Why not? Okay. We need 20 grass. Did you hear that Fetty Wap dropped a new album just a few months after his release? I have no idea who that is, so I'm gonna go with no, because I don't know who that is. The only person I know who is in jail is the guy who did the watch me whip, now watch me mayday. Didn't he go to jail for like attempting to take out his cousin or something like that? Alright, there's 2 people who want to meet me for special... Oh, wrong button. Special things there, so we need to go run into those people. Here we go. And we need to make sure we have 30 grass, so we got all the stuff we need. Okay. Magic blue flower. Here we go. The guy who made the 1738 song track, no idea what you're talking about. Never heard it. Okay, so we talked about the wind. So there's windy days on the changes of strength every day. You'll see trees and grass rustling. Okay, but why? What does trees and grass rustling do for us? Why do I care if it is a windy day? What mechanic does that activate, or why? Like, I'm not upset if it's just like a random, hey, this is a cool thing for you to notice, but it seems like there's going to be a purpose to the wind being the wind, you know?
Oh,
Alright, Sophie.
Yes.
Here are the weeds that you requested for some reason. Give me my seeds.
How exciting! Yes. I'm so happy.
Okay.
Whatever.
Alright, now let's try... We picked up some flowers, so... Let's try giving a present.
Thank you.
Well, she says I have good taste. Hi, Hockey Boy. Alright, now we gotta check out these... There's 2 videos waiting for us, or events, so let's see what those look like. What do you got for me? What kind of video event do we have going on over here? He's a tutor, right? So he's going to offer to tutor us in something? Or train us in something? That's a normal thing to do. You know, we just randomly break into someone's house and start looking at their bookshelf while they're casually in the kitchen. You know, that happens all the time. Steel Ball Run. I keep seeing people talk about Steel Ball Run. That's the new JoJo movie coming out. I've never gotten into JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Maybe I haven't given it a fair shake, but like the art style is just so ugly that I just haven't managed to get into JoJo's. I don't know, the art style's ugly and it just seems dramatic and over the top, so maybe I need to give it a fair shake, but Jesus was in that arc? I'm guessing that wasn't done respectfully.
I still always try to share the new stories.
Just a feeling.
I suppose. Are you an avid reader? Oh, I had a feeling.
I wish I was kidding, but no, actually, really.
If you don't mind, I do have a recommendation. Though I'd advise against reading this one. It's quite the page turner. I'd love.
All right, well, is he gonna give us a book that allows us to farm better? Is that what this mechanic's gonna be? Or is he literally going to give us like a fantasy novel to read and grade us on? So he can give us homework?
I'm sure we will have plenty to do. Please, feel free to stop by again.
Alright. What book did you give me?
Nice.
Oh, we stole his recipe for herb pasta. Very nice. What is this? The new trailer for Backrooms has potential. I don't know. I watched the trailer. Emmy sent me the trailer for Backrooms, and it's A24, and A24 does make good movies. A24 definitely makes good movies, but it kind of seems a little cash grabby. So I don't know. This is Harvest Moon Grand Bazaar. It was on like 3DS, I believe, and they just re-released it on Switch, so I decided I would give it a chance. Gamefly sent it to me. Harvest Moon has not been good in a long time, but this one actually isn't terrible so far. It's actually pretty decent, so I'm only an hour in, but I'm not as turned off from it as I usually am from Harvest Moon, so I'm willing to keep exploring it a little bit. I'm also excited you're here, Dex, because that means I get to show you. Long Furby. The Long Furby has arrived in the mail in all of its Long Furby glory. Look at how adorable that is. How could you possibly dislike the Long Furby? And it perfectly sits around the neck as a little Long Furby accessory. Netflix is getting too expensive. Yeah, so what I do and text language Dex. It's a long Furby. Emmy and I will like do Netflix for like 1 month, and we'll watch everything we want to watch, and then we'll cancel it, and then we'll wait for them to add new stuff, because subscribing every single month just isn't super worth it for all the streaming services.
That's something we have in well, I mean, kinda?
Alright, so Maple just moved out here, working and staying at the hotel.
You probably think that... But
Yeah, you're a little weird, Maple. I can't lie.
there's nature everywhere. And watching those windmills spin round and...
It is nice that they have voice acting. We got voice acting in Harvest Moon before we got voice acting in Pokemon.
How do you like this place? Ooh, you think so too? I knew it.
There's a long Furby, then is there a snake Furby? There's a whole genre of people who make all sorts of, there's centipede Furby, snake Furby, all sorts of evil Furbies. There's deer Furby, all sorts of things you can find. Human Furby with human grippers.
So, I'm just kind of... Do try to be careful. I really gotta get back to work. Let's hang out again later.
There's a whole genre of creepy Furbies that is totally worth looking into. If you haven't gone down the rabbit hole, go down the rabbit hole of just Google like long Furby or creepy Furby, and you'll see there's so many Furbies, Furbescas. They're even making, I was looking at Target has for sale some Furby shirts. Like, they're making new Furby merch even. Like, Furby's coming back, yo. Furby is coming back. The only thing that makes feet more disgusting is people calling them grippers. Aren't Furbies banned for spying on kids? They were, there was some fear when Furby came out. Like, they were banned from military bases because they were worried that Furby was going to spill military secrets to people. So there's definitely were some Furby bans back in the day. But I'm fairly certain the whole Furby will learn to, speak words and all that. I'm fairly certain that all of that was a complete lie. I'm fairly certain that the Furbies can't actually learn new words. What it was the more you interact with it, it would unlock new words it already knew. But like you couldn't hold it up to the TV and it would learn new words from the TV or something like that. But it was the 90s, right? So we didn't know. We didn't have the ability to just Google and know things, right? You just kinda whatever people said was the truth, right? You learned whatever people said was whatever was the truth.
If you really want to get a jump out of her, try hiding the little guy in your hand like this.
Is this guy gonna have us go capture bugs? That little green thing is a bug capturing kit, right? So let's go catch some bugs and sell them at the bazaar.
That Kevin, he's a funny kid. But still, didn't. That's why I learned to speak his language. Steer him towards other.
I do think I'm gonna make a full Furby cosplay. Right now, my idea is, there's this old medieval weapon called a Cat O' Tails, where it's like a handle, and then there's like 9 different like leather straps that hang off of it. I'm thinking about making one of those out of foam, but instead of like long leather straps with like balls and chains at the end, it's just gonna be little Furbies at the end. So it's gonna be a Cato Furbies. I think would be an adorable little weapon, and then I'm thinking about making like a crown and some pauldrons. I can be the king of the Furbies. I think is the next little cosplay I'm going to work on putting together.
I never would have dreamed of at that age.
Invincible blows $2.5 million for every episode, while Jujutsu Kaisen just produced like $150,000 per episode, and it's just insane. I know that Invincible gets a lot of flack for
You got it, boss.
for their cutting corners. Like in one of the more recent episodes, you can see where it turns into like a PNG, and they're literally like zooming in on it. So like I get that the animation's not the best, but I kind of feel like people are being way too harsh on it. Like, yeah, the animation cuts corners in some place, but it's not nearly as bad as people make it out to be. KFC's here. Good morning, KFC. You know, I get that it's not the best animation, but it's not nearly as bad as animation used to be. I feel like people are just hating on it to hate on it, you know? We are playing Harvest Moon Grand Bazaar. I believe it was originally a 3DS game and they re-released it on the Switch. So we're giving it a chance, giving it a fair shake. Alright, we unlocked more seeds, so we can plant some more stuff here. Leon Maverick, welcome in. Hello. Good morning, or more than likely, good afternoon. Furby is love, Furby is life. We do love Furby here. KFC's your brother? Ah, did he finally drag you in here? Make you watch Waffles in the morning? I appreciate that. Just like Trolls, but better. Thank you, KFC, for spreading waffles out there. Bro, are you here? We are playing Harvest Moon, Grand Bazaar. I believe it was originally a 3DS game, re-released on the Switch. 4chan is silent. 4chan is an awful, awful place. I do not recommend anyone ever visit 4chan for any reason. There's nothing to be gained by going to 4chan. Started playing The Last of Us and kept dying. Switched to Nier Automata. Boring anime girl sloth. Had to go back to Old Reliable. I don't disagree. Nier Automata seems to be more... People love the game and say that it's really good, but it seems like they focused on trying to just make it attractive anime girls play our game, please, which how many thousands of those games already exist? Alright, Lloyd, he's our edgy loner. Traveling merchant. A traveling merchant who's chosen to stay here. Well, I don't think you're a traveling merchant anymore.
Right.
Okay, so he's an ore merchant. I will try mining. Thank you for the sub, I appreciate that. The only thing I know about Nier Automata is that there's a fish you can eat that if you go to eat the fish, it'll warn you that eating the fish will kill you. And if you eat it anyways, then it kills you. That's the only thing that I know about Nier Automata.
Nice.
Okay, so now we can harvest ore, which will probably let us upgrade our tools. And he's going to use us for money. So he wants two coal and 20 rocks. Okay. Find minerals around the yellow thing. Okay. Simple. We can do that. We can go hit rocks.
Nice.
And what do we get in the mail? What is the most expensive and rare Furby you have right now? You know, I don't really know Furby prices all that well, to be honest, because I've got a original 19, like the first release of Santa Furby, so I have an original Santa Furby. I have a skinned Jester 90s Furby. I don't know if those count as rare. The DJ Furby that I just showed you, the long Furby, that's probably the most expensive one, though. Simply because it's an expensive thing. So that's probably the most expensive one. I don't have like a super like rare collection or anything like that, but I am building it up for this Furby channel that I'm making, plus the Furby cosplay. Although I will say the most expensive Furby related thing I have is probably the Furby mask. It originally came out and was only sold for a short period of time, so maybe the Furby mask might be the most expensive and rare piece I have. I'll show you, but here's the thing, is if I show you the Furby mask, Dex is going to leave because Dex hates the Furby mask. So we have to be okay. We have to be okay with kicking Dex out of the stream if we put it on, because he does not tolerate the Furbies. Alright, hatchet. Can we use the hatchet to chop wood? Yes, we can. Hot take on scooters. It broke both my ankles over the past few months. I never understood why Razor scooters got so popular. That is definitely one I don't understand why it got so popular for a period of time. No, Dex, we don't want you to leave. We like having you here. We like your brand of quiet cynicism. We're gonna grab some extra wood while we're here. It doesn't say we need it, but I have a feeling we're gonna need some wood at some point, so we're gonna grab the extra wood while we're here. So I'm guessing the rocks respawn every day. Can we chop open this barrel? No. Those barrels look explosive, but I'm pretty sure the game does not have explosive barrels. That doesn't seem to be the kind of game that we're playing here. Scooters must have been designed to discombobulate my poor ankles because nothing else hits as hard. There is no greater pain than a Razor scooter going 90 miles per hour, spinning and hitting you on the side of the ankle. That is definitely some next level pain. I used mine as a weapon. Definitely possible. Although I imagine I know they like the new e-scooters with like the electric engines on them and all that. I'm guessing that those hurt even more. You know, since it's got an engine attached to it, I'm guessing that hurts even worse to get hit in the ankle by an electric scooter. I know we just had a vehicle incident where someone in my town got run over by an electric scooter. They were complaining that they got hit by like 20 mile per hour scooter. I gotta imagine that hurts pretty bad as well. So you think Razor scooter to the ankle hurts? Imagine getting hit going 60 miles per hour on an electric scooter. Alright, this person over here wants to talk to me. What do you got? Bonnie Blue got pregnant. That
Hello there.
that does not surprise me,
How are things?
considering the world records that she was trying to break. That just seems like a natural consequence of those actions.
Changes and grows.
Group project. It is a shame that child is going to be probably raised in a broken world with a broken family, and that is going to be a hard time for that child. Who is that? Bonnie Blue is the lady who was trying to break a world record by sleeping with the most men in one day possible. That was her claim to fame, was trying to sleep with the most people in 24 hours.
Hi.
There's the creepy twins.
Hello, Sylvia. Hello. We're gonna go pick flowers. I see. Sounds like we're making. Oh,
Making
I'm
flower
sorry.
crowns, picking flowers.
See ya. Bye-bye.
One of those people. As always with those sorts of people, we pray for them, right? All we can do is pray for them to have a conversion of heart and leave behind those ways.
Well, it's not.
But like I understand why people want world records. I understand that like becomes this big thing, but like
I'd always see my father.
can't anything technically be a world record? Like, maybe I'm pedantic, but like, if I take my hat and I take this new Furby that just came out, since it's pretty new and a lot of people don't have it, and put it in there, and I say something like, the steam locomotive ran off the rail and hit the time traveler with the microwave. Boom, world record. I'm the first person in the world to say that sentence while holding a Peep Furby inside of a Irish newsboy cap, right? Like, so boom. Isn't that the same thing? Like, is it just because, like, not a lot of people have done it? Well, I was the first person to do that, so does it matter? Maybe I just don't understand the want and fame of world records, but it seems like anyone can get a world record at any time with that little loophole, you know? Maybe I misunderstand the point of a world record. Here, have a flower. Okay, so she doesn't like that flower. She liked the blue flower more. Do we have enough rocks? We do have enough rocks for the angry guy as well. Where did he go? Oh, he lives in the abandoned shack down this way. World records don't even make sense now compared to back then. I mean, that's probably true. It was a little bit more, you know, when it was just like Guinness World Record book, it was impressive to read as a kid. Now that you have the internet and all that, it has gotten a little less impressive, I feel like. According to speedrun.com, though, I do have the world record in a World of Warcraft Dragonflight race, so
Yeah.
that's cool, I guess. So the only speed running I do,
Nice.
I'm not a speed runner.
Right.
Alright, we got one fluorite for that. World's fastest pickle touch speed run, 20%. And then you have like the world records, but like how many people like passed away from the world record of trying to like stay up and play video games for the longest gaming sessions. They were giving themselves strokes and blood clots and all that sort of thing. So like there's obviously some problems with the whole chasing world records as well. That was detrimental to people's health. So that was a problem. Windscreen. Set up a windscreen the day before a hurricane or blizzard to prevent damage to your crops. You'll need windscreen kits. Okay. Okay, so I guess we know a little bit more about the wind mechanic now. Is it will damage our crops, so I guess we need to learn to make some windscreens and quickly, so that we don't lose everything to hurricanes. There's a real Minecraft KFC speedrun. You just need to get a bunch of specific foods in Minecraft that are related to KFC. I saw that Minecraft also added Bluey. You can now play as the healer family in from Bluey. Why are people yelling outside of my house? KFC also had, you can do a virtual reality KFC training game where you can learn to, there's the KFC training game in VR, there's also the KFC romance simulator where you have to date Colonel Sanders. There's the KFC log that makes your Yule log that makes your house smell like KFC. The KFC's been crushing it lately with all their memes and stuff. Now, if only they made good food.
No, it's just. But there. Perhaps it's better if you.
Is he bringing me goats or something? PlayStation, yeah, PlayStation is raising the prices for the PS5. Thanks, Obama. All right, we got a chicken.
Which is why I brought you this.
That is a very fat chicken.
Do you know how to take care of animals?
Yes, I know how to take care of animals.
Does that mean you don't need instructions?
I love that they put these tutorial skips in here. Take notes, Nintendo. Next time you release a Pokemon game, please give us that option that says, I know how to do this. I've done this for 20 years.
To make sure you have plenty of. Well, if you need
Please give us more skips. Call the chicken Pablo Jr. Alright, if it'll let us name him, we'll name him that.
I'm looking forward to see.
I like that he tells us to build our farm how we see fit, as if, I didn't own the farm. Like, I don't need your permission to do what I want on my farm. Look at that, Pablo Jr. just barely fits. Ring the bell for your animals to come flocking to you. Herding them will deepen your relationship. Bond with your animals. Let them out to eat grass.
Yes.
Got a brush. Got a milker. Got clippers. That's a lot of different animal stuff. Alright. Pet the chicken. Now we will hold the chicken. And now we're going to throw the chicken outside. Alright, chicken, go eat. So I don't have to feed you. Next step, the deep fryer. Alright, so we got Jules. He likes fragrances and blue. Dislikes sweets. Derek, Lloyd, Gabriel. Doesn't like pickles. I liked Gabriel, but he doesn't like pickles. So Gabriel's jerk. Sophie dislikes spice. June likes dessert, tea, blue, and dislikes fish. Alright. Next farm animal is your choice if you name it. I don't think I have money to afford any more farm animals. I'm broke currently. We need some of these crops to hurry up and finish cropping up, or else we're not going to be able to sell anything at the Grand Bazaar. Alright, we got that done. Is there any... No events today. No one wants to talk to me, so I guess we'll just go harvest some of the stuff. Harvest moon, if you will. Placing an item in the basket sends it to your storage. Carry it anywhere. Okay. So if you got a lot of stuff to carry, you can put it there. That's awesome. We don't need to carry all this. stupid guy doubled down on his crime by stealing another car its day of court. There's definitely no shortage of criminals out there that make you question. Like, it's come out more and more. Like, anyone who pays attention sees that there's like a lot of incompetence on the police force, and there's a lot of, you know, the whole system is broken. The fact that, like, if they don't catch a murderer in the first like 48 hours, then it's just like, we're never gonna catch this guy either. So, like, it seems like if you put a little bit of thought into your crime, that most people could get away with it, and it seems like most of the time people get caught because they just put zero thoughts into their crime. Not that I'm encouraging people to do crime. Please don't go out and do crime. But it seems like a little bit of thought would go a long way into that.
Just thinking of painting that old farm sometime. I get the feeling it's about. I'll tell you.
4chan versus Twitter competition? That sounds insufferable. The only thing that could possibly make that worse is if you threw Reddit into the mix. Reddit, 4chan, and Twitter, like the four horsemen of insufferability. You can very easily get away with something if you just think about it a little bit. That's what I'm saying. It just seems like a little bit of thought goes a long way into those things.
Yeah.
Alright, here, you said you like blue, so here's more blue.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go find... See, you liked yellow, right?
I love it.
Let's go find some more stuff to harvest. With TikTok for their crimes. It is TikTok has exposed a lot of people who are willing to come out here and do crimes on the internet and show off their crimes. Like, the amount of people who go and commit a crime and then they'll post a TikTok about doing said crime is staggering. Like, you're not even attempting to not get caught. Like, you're just out here trying fully to get caught committing crimes. Then again, you know, I just posted on a TikTok about our No Kings Day protest. I was taking some photos at the No Kings protest, and they're trying to mark everyone who went to those protests as terrorists. So, you know, maybe I'm no better, because I was technically out there documenting the event, and I know that there are certain people in certain administrations who want to make that a crime. So maybe I'm no better. There were some great photos I took there, though. I'm glad I went. I'm glad there were some good events to see. 50% challenges, 50% stupid trends. Speaking of stupid trends, there was a janitor on Reddit yesterday who was talking about kids who are vaping in school. And, you know, they installed a bunch of vape alarms in the bathrooms to keep kids from vaping in the bathrooms. And this janitor said that the way the kids get around the vape alarms in the bathrooms now is they will take a fat rip off of their vape, and then they'll stick their head into the toilet, and they'll blow the smoke into the toilet while flushing, so the smoke gets flushed down the toilet, which seems really smart. Like, you're getting around the vape alarm, but you're also sticking your head in a used toilet and flushing while it's spraying all the used toilet water all over your face. So maybe not the smartest thing? Like, that seems like a great way to get pink eye and disease. Oren, good morning, Oren. So maybe not as smart as they think it is, because that seems like a good way to ruin your life. Alright, we need some fodder seed from Miguel's market, so let's grab that really quick. Oh yeah, today's April Fool, isn't it? I forgot today was April Fool's. I mean, if it's clean though, I have never seen a toilet in public that was clean enough for me to say, yes, I will stick my head into this. So maybe I'm just picky, but I don't feel that there's any public toilet that is clean enough for that. Sometimes you just need to rip a fat cloud before study hall. I mean, that basically solidifies where we're talking about addiction here, right? Like, we have to admit that there is some form of addiction if you're willing to stick your head into a toilet to take a rip of your vape. That is clearly some form of addiction, right? Someone's never been to Buc-ee's. We do not have Buc-ee's in my area. I've never been to Buc-ee's because there are no Buc-ee's around. And typically, I mean, I wouldn't mind road tripping somewhere just to see the Buc-ee's. You know, I like a good road trip. We can go. I enjoy a fun road trip, but with gas prices as bad as they are and going up, I feel like we're not going to be road tripping anytime soon. I just filled up the Subaru for the first time since the war started, and that hurt. That one hurt. That was definitely expensive. Alright, chickens, here, you can have some fodder. Or it's one of the most addictive substances known to man. That's probably, probably the key to it. Probably it is just too much addiction. Alright.
Oh, cute.
Apparently I do not need to feed the chickens, so that is good. r/roast me v2. I do not like the roast me sub. I'm not a fan of that. It seems like a good way for people to get their feelings hurt. I know that they're intentionally going there and choosing that, but Reddit mods have to be unemployed, no guarantee that they go to work. I was asked to be a Reddit mod once. I could have been the first employed Reddit mod. One of the Christian subreddits said that they liked my work in Christianity and wanted me to come moderate for the subreddit, but unfortunately that Christian subreddit liked to endorse heresies, and I could not in good conscience moderate for a heretical subreddit, so...
Well, gosh.
Isaac, you run the windmills, okay? Windmills aren't working, there's a problem. Needs material. Ah, look at that, wood. I knew we were going to need wood. Let's go fix the windmills. National energy crisis here in the Philippines. Yeah, there's, I heard Australia is starting to do some things to help with the energy crisis, where they're like making some holiday days and reducing the amount of driving and things like that. So everyone on TikTok keeps saying that we're just mere moments away from lockdowns again, but I'm guessing that the energy crisis is going to continue for at least a little bit. At least as long as a certain someone continues to piddle around in the Middle East. I assume we're going to continue to have problems. However, some countries are talking about going to a 4-day work week because of it. So, if we get mandatory 4-day work week, work 32 hours, but get paid for 40 hours, That wouldn't be the worst thing to come out of this. I would definitely be down for that. I certainly would not mind a 4-day work week. Real Dio, yes, a 4-day work week would be excellent. I would be very, very happy if we got that. Obama's better than Trump. If you like Trump, I don't know what to answer it. I am still shocked to see that there's like a 50% of Christians still support Trump after all of this. That's still a absolutely mind-blowing and shocking number to me. I took yesterday off because I just needed a break. I feel that. You already work a 4-day... Well, yeah, but I work 4 10s. So, you know, I when I say 4-day work week, what I'd like it to be is I'd like it to turn into I get to work 3 10s and 1 2-hour day, and then I get a 4-day weekend. Like, that would be incredible. Mental health days are important. Definitely do mental health days. All right, we watered that. Let's see. We haven't been opening our mail. Got a sushi. Okay. Got some potato seeds. Excellent. Let's plant some potatoes. And yes, you have to jump every time to hoe the land. Have you played Crimson Desert? I told you I was excited for it. Absolutely addicted. I have not played Crimson Desert yet. It is on my wish list. I definitely want to play it, but payday has unfortunately come and gone, and I don't have the extra money for it this month, I don't think. So I'm going to probably have to wait 1 more month to play Crimson Desert. But I haven't heard a whole lot of good things about it. I've heard a lot of people complaining about it. I haven't heard a whole lot of good things about Crimson Desert. I'm kind of surprised, honestly. I thought I'd hear more good things about it, but so far I have not. All right, let's go turn in these things to unlock our windmill. I don't know what that's going to give us, but you know, we want to unlock the windmills, so breaking news, the internet hates something new. I figured that people are hating on it just because it was so overhyped that there was no way that it was going to live up to everyone's expectations. So I think that was probably most of the problem, is that it just got overhyped. Blaze, welcome in. You won't be able to join today? That's alright. Thanks for dropping by for even a second. Welcome in. I definitely liked Trump's policies in his first term and thought he'd bring back the good stuff, but not so great now. There's so many systems and mechanics that some of them are bound to be hated on. It takes systems from like 15 different games. Scratches The Witcher 3? Okay. I did like The Witcher 3, so that is good news. See you next time, Blaze. Thanks for hanging out.
Well, thank you. Yep.
Alright, I guess we'll figure out what the windmills are doing tomorrow. Once he's fixed them. Okay, no, he's fixing the windmills now. So what is the windmill going to do? What do you think it's going to do for us? I can use the red windmill. Use it for what? Process materials. Process goods, sell for more. Increase your profits. Windmills are your best bet.
Yes, sirree.
Okay, explain the windmill to me. This is Harvest Moon Grand Bazaar. I believe it was a 3DS game that they launched on the Switch. Harvest Moon has had a bad run of it. There haven't been very many good Harvest Moons, but so far,
Yep.
this one's not bad.
I suppose.
Okay, we can turn weeds into fertilizer. Start off by choosing materials. Takes 2 hours.
Sorry.
Wait for the job to finish. Okay.
Nice. Yes, sir.
And on windy days, it processes faster. Okay. That's a cool mechanic. I kind of like that.
Yep.
I like the idea. Let's see what all we can process. I like the idea of processing more stuff in the windmills. So can we like do we turn milk into cheese? Is that when will the windmill turn milk into cheese, or what else can you do here? Yeah, we can. So it turns milk into cheese, turns milk into butter, yogurt, mayonnaise. Can turn rocks into other rocks. We can upgrade our sickle if we get enough stuff for that. Okay. Upgrade our watering cans. Okay, so we can do everything here. Jewelry stand for selling things at the bazaar, dyes, bouquets, miso. I can turn my walnut into a bottled walnut. Okay, let's make a bottled walnut. Can turn grass into chicken feed, pet food, horse treats. Bring lumber here to turn into processed lumber. Windmill churns. A small tank for fermenting yogurt. Okay. But apparently I can't pickle my vegetables here. And I can stop production if I want my materials back. Okay. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like the windmill mechanic. So, we're going to need to process some lumber, so let's start chopping some wood. The windmill can do a lot. I was surprised. It can definitely do a whole lot, and I'm guessing we'll be able to unlock more as we go along, so let's get some stuff to upgrade tools, though. And the windmill is already done processing my walnuts. I like the idea that the windier the day, the more it do. And this person had something for me, but it's gone away now, so it looks like it was a time-sensitive event that I missed with June over here. Okay. And we can turn all this into fertilizer, which we need. So I like it. It actually gives you a good reason to go around and do all the things. And I want a caveman farming simulator. I think that could be fun. I think that's doable. Different tech will be learning how, to do animal husbandry or how to agriculture. As long as they don't make it a survival game. I am burnt out. There was a period of time where everything had to be a survival game, and I love survival games, but I got burnt out on it. We got too many survival games too quickly, too often, and I'm done with survival games for a while. Or games like, I want to love Rust. But games that tell you like you have to log in every day, all day, or people will raid you while the game is playing offline in the background, I can't do it. I cannot enjoy a game that wants to waste my time like that. Like, I'm not going to log in every day for 15 hours a day to make my base unraidable and defend it when the no-lifers are attacking. Like, the game just encourages the no-lifers and wrecks everyone else. Can't do it. Can't do it, won't do it. No, thank you. Alright, let's get some materials to process. We're going to process all of those. We're going to make some fertilizer. Yeah, it's like Conan Exiles is like Rust, but set in the Conan universe. I love it. It's a super fun game. But what inevitably happens is I play it, I log in the next day, and everything that I just did was undone because someone came and raided my base and destroyed me while I was offline. And it's just not fun.
Hey there.
Alright, Wilbur, what do you got for me? A carpenter, okay. Can upgrade my storage. I'm guessing build bigger barns. Ooh, and fishing. Yes, please. Fishing rod. Thank you. It says that fish are going to be hot at the bazaar, so let's go fishing.
Darn right.
Excellent. And he wants us to catch dinner for him. Okay.
Well, thank you.
I think that's a fair trade. Fishing rod, we have to catch him 3 fish. That seems fair. That seems doable.
Nice.
Alright. However, it is time for us to save and end the game because it is time for me to go get ready for my day job. Because my last stream made 5 cents. 5 pennies. And that is not enough to pay the bills. So, let's end with our prayer and get ready for work as always. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Lord, thank you for this blessed day, and thank you for all that you do for us. Today we continue to pray for peace, pray for an end of war, and pray for our politicians that they may make a better decision for us and for the whole world. We pray for the Pope and all the priests as we enter into Holy Week, as we finish up Holy Week and begin Easter. Lord, be with all of our priests during this busy time of year. We pray for all the souls in purgatory, all the souls who've been forgotten, all the souls who have no one left to pray for them. Lord, help them. We pray for all those who don't have enough food, water, shelter, whatever they're lacking. Lord, help them. We pray for those who are suffering from illness, whether it be physical or mental illness. Lord, help them. And finally, as a special intention for today, we're going to pray for all the new catechumen who are going to be entering into the church this Easter. Lord, help them as they have ended the journey of entering the church, as they fully enter the life of the church on Easter. Help to keep their souls on fire and passionate for you, and carry them through this next year. All this we pray in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. All right. Do I ever stream on my days off? I don't really stream on my days off because I don't really have days off, because between making videos, working full-time, YouTube full-time, and then, married life and being an adult and having to run errands and do all that, I typically don't stream on weekends because I'm usually out doing other things. So, unfortunately, I just don't have a lot of time to stream. It might be better for me, honestly, if I ever want to grow to stream on Friday for 4 or 8 hours, but after working all week and doing YouTube all week, I just want to spend time with Emmy and go and do fun things, so we just stream in the mornings. So that is it for me today. We'll be streaming again on Friday, so Friday 5 a.m. Pacific time. If you want to catch me then, that will be the next stream. Until then, everyone go and have a blessed day, and we will see you then.